solemn call here that's made by the spirit of prophecy. This is her quote, and I just put the who. So who? She says, we are living. When? In the most solemn period of this world's history. Why? Because the destiny of Earth's teeming multitudes is about to be what? Decided, and our own future well-being and the salvations of other souls depend upon the course which we now pursue. So we've got to make some very serious decisions. She says we need what? To be guided by the Spirit of truth. And we know the Spirit of truth is none other than God's Spirit. We've got two spirits. We've got the Spirit of good and the Spirit of evil. And all day, every day, we need to choose which spirit we follow. When somebody comes and they bump you, you've got to choose which spirit are you going to follow. Are you going to say, that's okay? Or are you going to go, yeah? When your husband says, please, can I have a cup of tea? Are you going to go, no, I'm too tired? Joanne, when Uncle Michael says to you, Joanne, please, can you help me? Are you going to say, no, Uncle, I'm tired? There, that's Joanne's answer. That was the spirit of rebellion, my dear, right there. So we need to remember these things. She said, every follower of Christ should earnestly inquire, Lord, what wilt thou have me do? I know what the Lord's called me to do. He's called me to the medical missionary work. And I give my whole life, every minute of my day, I consecrate to this, whether it's on the property, on my phone, or on my laptop. But I'm treating, I believe, about 10 people a day at the moment, on the computer, on the phone, and on the property. And my life I've dedicated because I asked what God wanted from me, and this is what He gave me. We need to humble ourselves before the Lord. How? With fasting and prayer. How many of us here are fasting and prayer? Some of us have had to. So we need this to be not only because we have to, but because we want to do it for Christ. We need to fast and pray now more than ever. All my students have just completed a fast, and some of our new students are starting their fast next week, by God's grace. So we're preparing their herbs today, tomorrow, as they're leaving, so that they can start the fast, because this is a very important part of our ministry work as Christians. If we're going to say, send me, God, you're going to have to be cleansed and ready to speak to other people. You can't sit there and after a glass of vodka say, we can't be ready after a night of alcohol. We can't be ready after a day of cussing people. The mind, the flesh is not in the spirit of Christ. It's in the spirit of rebellion, which is the evil spirit. And to meditate upon God's word, we have to study God's word every single day. We need to read our Bible every day without choice. That's from Christ, a command that we study His word every single day, especially upon the scenes of the judgment.